Q&A here. We got the greening out experience. We just reacted to It's CBD, bro. Shout out to bro. I wanted to watch this because as a person who does smoke, I've never greened out, but I don't know, maybe I have and I just didn't know. So we're all going to learn the greening out experience together. You hear that song? That's made by me. Go down in the description if you fuck with that song. It's more than likely on all platforms. Go down there, you'll see all the socials for my music, my anime channel. If you like anime too, I make anime reactions and commentary. Let's get that shit up a little bit, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get into this video.
Greening out, the scientific phenomenon where an individual gets way too darn high and starts fighting his inner, most ominous demons.
Okay, so already I have not greened out because I don't be fighting demons, and I do have some, but I don't be fighting them when I'm high.
What if this never wears off? What if my boss calls me right now? What if I'm actually adopted and my real parents are freaking vampires, man? With the latter thought being seemingly completely ridiculous, but when you're greening out, none of that stuff matters. Everything bad that can, has, or could happen morph together into one massive, powerful ball of destruction and start knocking on your brain's CB1
Oh my god, that just tripped me the
I
fuck
know
out.
you're in.
See, now if I was high right now and I saw that, I probably would have been like, hey yo, man, I will grab the gas.
There, bro, your good old friend anxiety wants to have a very intense
Oh, blow the
talk
nigga up?
right now.
Oh my
and I
God.
haven't even got into the best part, which is that, well, there is no cure. All you can do is drink water, sit there, and try not to think about how no cure. All you can do is drink water, sit there.
Was that like a mistake or was that like an accent? A water. I don't be filing. Like, what the fuck was that?
Part, which is that, well, there is no cure. All you can do is drink water, sit there, and try not to think about how this might never go away. This could be it, bro. The last push your brain needed to pop you into psychosis forever. You'll never be the same. Goodbye happiness, goodbye feelings. All there is this eternal slumber in limbo.
Who is that right there?
Are you okay?
No, I think I smoked away my soul.
You just greening out, dumbass. You were like this last week too. You really can't handle your stuff, can you, man?
Oh yeah. You might be right.
Of course I'm right. I'm a G. You
My
smoked that,
god,
bro?
man.
Yeah, I think
Fuck
it
was that?
laced.
Man, you think everything is laced.
Oh my. You shouldn't have done that, bro.
What, this?
Are you crazy? You did more than me. Are you okay?
I mean, I feel better than before.
Damn. That's kind of dark, but oddly comforting. Although there is no real cure to greening out, although CBD and weirdly black pepper can help. Anyway, what you really need is some reassuring out, although CBD and weirdly black pepper can help. Anyway, what you really need is some reassurance that
I'm not taking that, but I do your research.
Oh, in fact, you did not smoke lace grass, and straight up, you're just being a bitch. The real issue comes when you start greening out alone, in your room with nothing but your thoughts, no one to comfort you, and no one to help you. Except me, a certified Zaza scientist who, with the power of scientific research and personal experimentation, will guide you through the reality of greening out by sharing personal stories and presenting you the facts. And I think the best way to do this is to go over every level/type of greening out, from minor anxiety to loss of self and total disassociation.
Holy
but we'll
shit.
get to my nightmarish I'm never smoking again experience soon. First, we gotta start out with the type of green out almost everyone who has blazed once or twice has gone through, which is the overstimulation green out. The most commonly occurring green out, especially in inexperienced and new users of the magic plant. If you've never had this, you've probably never been really faded. This is when you feel the THC activate your sympathetic nervous system, aka fight or flight mode, especially in new or anxious users. It's like your body thinks it's in danger when it's not. The symptoms include anxiety and an elevated heartbeat, but on top of that, depending on the person, they could also start sweating. Basically, I describe this green out as you feeling wired and energetic, so your thoughts are going at 100 miles per hour, but at the same time, you're scared and anxious, so everything you think about can rabbit hole into something unpleasant. unpleasant. On top of the usual symptoms I brought out, most people also have their own individual debuff as well. For me, that's the feeling of being extremely cold, even though I know I'm not actually freezing. My first experience of this particular green out was all the way back in high school when the grass was still mysterious and kind of scary. I had just transferred schools a
Me
few
personally, when I first started smoking, or when I first smoked was with my cousin, and I hit the blunt 3 times. I couldn't get high, bro. So I literally didn't try it anymore. And then one day, I took my mom's CBT pen she had at the time. I hit that. Now that's what did it. That's what did it. I actually still have the video. Back when in 2019, I was 15 years old. I might throw it up. I'll throw it up at the end of the video. For some reason, it doesn't have sound though, so I might not even do it.
months back, and I got a couple of new friends when eventually the topic of the ZA came up and how they wanted to try it, which, well, I agreed to talk to my plug back home and see what I can do. Which, well, we all know how unreliable plugs can be, and to be honest, unless you're friends with them, it's usually not a pleasant experience. Unlike today's sponsor, 5CBD Quick Hit 15mg gummies, who not only get you—
I'm gonna be honest with you, I fucking hate taking weed gummies. I don't like the. It's not that it doesn't work. I just don't like the taste of it. The taste of it, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the ones I be taking. But if all of them taste like the few brands that I've taken, I'm good off of. I'll try like the brownies and the cookies because I've never had those before. But like these, nah, bro, I'm good.
Were you trying to go in 10 minutes compared to the usual 30, but also deliver fast nationwide, so no need to even leave your home. On top of that, 5CBD is also running an insane $5,000 giveaway to everyone who enters before July 31st, with the winner getting to choose their preferred prize.
That's way behind. Then none of y'all niggas getting that shit.
Personally, I definitely go with the gamer's dream, which includes stuff like a PS5, a 65-inch TV, a mini fridge, a $1,000 Visa gift card, and much more. And the best part is, by using my code CBDBRO at checkout, you can get a whopping 35% off your order while still getting those 10 entries, giving you a solid chance of winning the $5,000 giveaway, although there are multiple other ways to get additional entries for free as well. Not only are you getting some fire and fast-acting gummies, you're also giving yourself a chance to strike big, bruh. To be eligible, all you have to do is be at least 21, live in the US, and go to the pinned comment to check it out. A few weeks went by and I was able to secure one singular holy gram of some fine exotic oregano pack. I then informed my buddies of my acquirement of the grass, which then at school we conjured up a devious plan to get absolutely zoinked in my dorm room. Problem was, I kind of maybe over-exaggerated my proficiency in smoking and rolling that wood, aka I had no idea how to roll a J, so I got one of my actual experienced friends to come along with us for the ride. After school, the four of us, me, my two inexperienced homies, and the one experienced homie, all gathered in my compact dorm room. As the professional was rolling up, I was starting to feel a bit anxious, cause the reality was, although I had smoked up before, it had always been at an ultra secure compound, my grandma's house on Christmas, or back home with my brother when our parents weren't home. Now it was me, two friends who I had no idea how they were going to react, and only one experienced dude who I could count on to not geek the fuck out, but still, we weren't exactly best friends. Another issue was that
I usually smoke alone. You know, I'm on this dating app, but why are niggas texting me on this dating app, bro? Talking about some high. This black ass nigga, bro, really texting my fucking phone with a shiesty, talking about high with 3 eyes.
Not at all alone in that dormitory. We were on the second floor, and on the first floor there lived the overseer.
Oh my god, nigga!
Lady who worked there. And
stop
I was
doing that
starting
shit.
to question the legitimacy and normality of pulling up with 3 homies, then 15 minutes later going out with the same friends, all excited, and then coming back inside, walking past the overseer with all 4 of us looking
He did it again. Hey yo, CBD, bro, where you live at, bro?
donked out of our goddamn minds.
Whatever, that's a future problem, man.
Yo.
I don't know how to roll.
Jay is—
that nigga just rolled a hemp. What is that shit called? A hemp roll? I think I'm pretty sure that's a hemp roll. I don't even know how to do that shit. I don't even know how to roll a regular fucking blunt. I don't even know why.
ready. We smoke a Doka Loken this or what? So we went downstairs, moved past the overseer to the exit, and walked to a nearby
Man, I
clump
hope
of
that
pine
overseer
trees
goes
to
in the fucking
conceal
house
our
so that shit can
blazing
stop
of
playing.
the ganja. And walked to a nearby clump of pine trees to conceal our blazing of the ganja. As we stood there, puffing on that grass, I saw the experienced friend turn into a blabbering buffoon. Not in like a bad way. Well, it was bad in the moment. Probably I got more and more paranoid and scared of being caught and deported back home. So, although now looking back at it, he was just vibing off the za like you should, my OCD ass was just fixated on the fact that he was being too loud or talking about the grass in an incriminating way. I know I was the actual mood killer that night. Good news was, the two buddies who had never blazed before didn't even get high. Probably didn't inhale it in their lungs, so for me that was one less problem to deal with.
My boy, he's trying to get high too, but every single time he does it, he says he doesn't feel anything. I'm telling you, bro. You need to do it with us, bro. You need to do it with us, bro. I'm telling you. But hey, grown man gonna do what a grown man does.
But after finishing the J, I stared at the homie who did feel it and... Bruh, you look fried like a McDonald's nugget. Shit, wasn't that the point? Yeah, I guess so. Just what? I'm kinda worried of going back to the door.
Oh hell no!
Are you okay?
That nigga tweaking. Take that nigga home now.
I'm tweaking, man. My first ever green out experience had begun. I could not get the bad thoughts out of my mind, and I was super anxious and paranoid, and I guess my body reacts to that by turning the AC up to a max. We ended up walking around town instead.
Look at this
Eventually,
nigga.
another buddy picked us up with a car, and in the car, I obviously cranked the AC up to maximum warmth. After about 30 minutes, my first green out was over, and I got to enjoy the high, not at my dorm, but at a nearby party we were dropped off at. What I learned from it was that the za is best enjoyed with people you're comfortable with and in controlled situations. Well, I mean, I don't care, I'll be smoking woods during hurricanes and shit, but it took me a while to get comfortable with the feeling of being high in non-secure locations. But that was the
Yeah,
most
I can do it in non-secure locations now. I just don't do it. I've only done that, honestly, bro. I've only been high outside of my house or outside of like a safe environment probably like twice. Yeah, twice. Recently too. But usually I smoke alone or with. I had the person who I really used to smoke with isn't with us anymore, but it was either with her or by myself.
And honestly least scary green outs. And although the cold thing is a personal symptom and most people don't have that, everything else was extremely common, like anxiety, panic, and overall just mental overload. Now let's look at the two other types of green outs I've experienced, with the last one being way more terrifying.
Oh,
But first,
God.
balance system overload. I've only ever had this once, but I know it's actually pretty common. It's when you smoke a bunch of za and start feeling dizzy, vertigo, and nausea.
my God.
For me, it was when I mixed alcohol with the grass, which looking
shit
back
looks
at
like
it,
it
I mean,
hurts.
duh. I was at a party, pretty drunk, when a rotation was put into place. Obviously being CBD.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I do not like passing a blunt to niggas. I've gotten sick twice doing that shit because I had backwoods because I was trying to roll, but I didn't know what I was doing, so I gave it to this one nigga and it was passing it around. This nigga basically deep throated the fucking blunt, and I was wiping the shit off, trying to wipe it off my mouth and shit. End up being sick. Fucking weird ass nigga. I'm never passing a blunt now. Y'all niggas ain't getting my shit unless you close to me. You ain't getting my shit.
Bro, and the prospect of free being as alluring as it is, I not only joined it, I led it. Basically, I smoked more than everybody else. After going back inside and sitting down, I felt the room started spinning. I felt I had zero balance, and on top of that, I wanted to vomit, but I never did. Just constantly felt
Damn.
like something was coming up. But
Yeah, I've never gotten that, bro. The worst that I were. What even was that? What? The worst my high experience has ever gotten is just with me having extremely dry mouth. Now, was that hard to say? No.
drank a bunch of water, and sat on the couch like a spaceship. It faded in about 30 minutes, so not too bad. But this final green out is something I've only fully experienced once, and ever since then, I've been low-key scared to get uber high, and that is dissociative green out. This one is straight up terrifying, but like in a much different way than the first, more common type of green out. Scientifically speaking, high doses of THC can temporarily disrupt the integration of sensory and cognitive inputs. It hits similar circuits as mild psychedelics, especially in sensitive brains, aka detachment from reality, identity confusion, feeling like the world isn't real, aka derealization, and the inability to recognize one's own thoughts or voice. In my case, it felt like me, the person, was separated from my brain and body.
So, nigga, how much do you have to smoke? Cause I've smoked damn near a whole blunt, bro. Like those pre-rolls. Shout out Not Your Son's Weed, cause that's the brand that I always get when I go to that's the only brand I get when I go to the smoke shop. 2 hits of that shit gets me high as fuck. So sometimes I be smoking half the blunt. How much do you have to smoke to green out? Because I've never experienced any of these. I've even dabbled a little bit in the magic mushrooms and I didn't get all this. So I'm just saying, man, like, is there something? Is it just something with me? It has to be something. It has to be something with me. I don't know what that means when with me. I don't know, man. Like, I've never freaked out off a drug, even off of magic mushrooms. 5 grams of this shit. 5 grams off of magic mushrooms. Just saying.
That out loud, I did not think about before. It felt as if I was not in control of what I was saying, like my body was on autopilot and I was just observing what was going on through my eyes. I felt like my conscious was separated from my subconscious. It was like there was 2 of me inside my one body.
Oh no, you were tweaking,
something
bro.
out loud, I thought, of course you would say that, that's totally you. Which was freaking terrifying because I am me. Why am I critiquing myself in third person like I was not in control?
You nigga, you're tweaking.
That, I just felt numb, empty,
look at this
like
nigga.
There was no point to existence, which also means I didn't feel anxious.
And this is why I don't tell niggas that I'm not gonna go on here and tell y'all to smoke weed because I don't know y'all. And the last thing I need is for niggas to take my advice, they smoke weed, and then they just start fucking scratching at walls and shit and tweaking out, and then they're gonna be like, well, Spurs for that. No, bitch, fuck off. I didn't tell you to do that shit. And even if I did, unless you're a kid, you're a grown-ass man, my nigga. So, and if you're a kid, how are you even getting your hands on that? But at the same time, everybody smokes, no matter what age. So, honestly, I'm just gonna stop talking now.
Or even scared, it was just like this one singular heavy feeling of pure emptiness. I started scrolling shorts to try and feel something, anything, but to no avail. I wasn't laughing, I wasn't getting scared, all the content felt the same, just a screen with pixels. The only thing I could not stop thinking about was, is this going to last forever? Thankfully though, eventually, after about 20 or 30 minutes, I started feeling again. The first sign of this was when I came across this funny cat video and I chuckled. Which seems like such a mundane event, but I remember being so happy that I chuckled because I felt it. I felt what I saw was funny and my body reacted. After the first moment of recovery, it took another 10 or so minutes for what felt like my 2 personalities, or subconscious and conscious, to merge together again and create a singular me. One that liked playing video games, watching YouTube videos, etc. Overall, this was by far the most effed up green out I've ever had. Feeling anxious or panicking, although uncomfortable, is average human behavior, but this, the sense of emptiness, is something that you just don't ever feel normally. After that particular green out, I've honestly been low-key scared to get uber messed up because the feeling is something I still remember, and whenever I feel myself get super faded, I think about it. But yeah, beyond being potentially scarred for life, greening out is just a part of the Zaza experience, and I'd love to hear about some of your stories with any of the types of green outs
I haven't greened out yet, and if I have, my green out wasn't anything like that. If I greened out, I feel like I have, but the only thing that's really happened is I pass out, like I just fall asleep, and that's it. So I don't know. I probably have greened out probably once or twice. I probably greened out more than I thought I did, but if greening out means anything that this nigga's saying, then this is his experience. But if I haven't experienced any of what he's talking about, even off of the, like, you know, the magic mushrooms and shit. So like, but like I said, bro, wait. Oh, bro, I know this song. I made that shit, bro. Like I said, I make music. Go down in the description below if you fuck with the song. Don't click on it if you don't fuck with the song. Okay, I don't want motherfuckers following me who don't want to listen to the music. If you fuck with this song though, go down in the description. All the links are right there. I'm usually on SoundCloud, so follow the SoundCloud. But whatever you listen to, whatever platform you listen to, go there. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna see if whether or not I'm gonna smoke this indica or not. I really don't want to because I kind of want to stay on my shit. But at the same time, my nigga gotta sleep. So, you know, we'll see, bro. This is probably the last video I'm gonna record tonight too. If you made it to the end of this video, type 031 in the 031 in the comment section. As always, I'll see y'all in the next video. I had to put on the blue blockers, bitch. I had to put on the blue blockers because, bro, if you notice, I was kept squinting, bro. I don't know if it's probably because I haven't gotten sleep, but I swear this shit was getting brighter, bro. I swear this shit was getting brighter. And blue, it blocks out the blue lights, my nigga. Blue lights can also keep you from going to sleep. So I'm gonna keep wearing these no matter what time of the day it is. Peace. Get you some too. Especially because I know y'all niggas be on TikTok for 15 million hours a day.